Let's hear it for the incredible Elis James! Yeah!
Hello? Hello? You all okay? I'm not from Surrey, I'm from Wales. Precisely the sort of underwhelming reaction I've grown accustomed to at comedy clubs up and down the country. That's great. Well, very, very pleased to be here. Mainly, though, coming from Wales, my expectation levels are incredibly low. For instance, I love football and I love the World Cup. Wales haven't qualified for the World Cup since 1958. Thank you. I'll just put that into some perspective for you. 1958, that is prior to the invention of the duvet. The last time Wales qualified for a major international football tournament, the humble duvet was the pipe dream of a sci-fi reading, bedding-obsessed maniac, ladies and gentlemen. But now I live in London now, but I never thought I'd leave Wales, mainly because Welsh is my first language, really cool language to speak. For instance, the Welsh word for vegetarian is cig gwrthodwr. Literal translation, meat refuser. It's a lot more exciting than vegetarian, isn't it? I love the fact it doesn't focus on the positive. It's not cheese preferer or vegetable embracer. No, it's, would you like some of my beef lasagna? Didn't you hear me? I'm a meat refuser. Glass of red wine? No, thank you, for I'm a fun denier. That's not my favourite one, though. The Welsh word for cannabis is mwg drwg. Literal translation, naughty smoke. Sounds like a camp description for arson, I always think. He's conducted a bit of naughty smoke, yeah. But even though I'm not a bohemian sort of modern drugs guy, a few years ago I did something I'm not proud of. I went out to a modern nightclub and I took ecstasy, yeah. And also, you know, a dramatic hush has gripped the room, right? Also, I took 1 cocaine. Even my own photograph is disgusted at that, it's looking away. And also, despite being neither A, gay or B, 14, I took poppers. I don't know why I did that. But anyway, there were sort of crazy things happening on this night out, stuff I'd never done before, sort of gurning like this. I was trying to catch laser beams and put them into my pocket, right? It was ridiculous. I eventually went to bed at about 10 to 8 in the morning. Oh yeah, just call me the Welsh Iggy Pop, okay? And I'd heard all about the come down, I'd Wikipedia'd it, you know, where you feel very depressed and morose and maudlin and trembling and you can't make a decision and you're paranoid and you're sweaty. But I thought it's fine, because it's Saturday. I've got nothing to do on Saturday. I'll just sleep it off. Now I went to bed at about 10 to 8. At about 8 o'clock, my phone unexpectedly rang and it was my best friend, right? So I answered the phone, I was like, hello, who's this? And my friend went, hey, we're outside your door, which because of the come down sounded like a threat. I said, I don't know who you are, why you're phoning me, or what's going on. And he went, Elis, 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 we've all come to get you. Which again, because of the come down, sounded like a threat. I said, I don't know who you are, have you got my number, or what your agenda is? And he went, oh, Elis, you can't have forgotten, we've been talking about it for weeks. You, me and all the boys, we've come to get you because we're taking you paintballing. Now, I pull the curtains back. It's Wales, obviously. It was pissing down with rain, right? I put the phone down. I fell asleep again. Here, my best friend phoned me back up about a minute later. And even though I'd been asleep maybe 15 or 16 seconds at most, I had absolutely no recollection of the initial phone call, right? So I was like, hello, who's this? And he went, Elis, have you got a cricket box? I said, I don't know who you are or why you're phoning me. And he went, okay, have you got a thick pair of football socks? I went, I don't know why you're calling me or what is going on. He went, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh Elis, because if you get shot in the cock... you'll never father any children. Which is just a thing you need to hear when you've had 5 minutes sleep and you're on a come down. Now, I pulled down my trousers and my pants and I looked at my pathetic, amphetamine disfigured penis. And I thought, I don't know who this guy is, but he's right. Because I'm not going to father anything with that. My pitiful excuse for reproductive organs, but I had to protect my twig and berries, right? So I thought, now I couldn't find a cricket box, I couldn't find a thick pair of football socks. Eventually, I found a handkerchief with my father's initials embroidered into it. And I placed that on my disfigured cock and balls, and even though I was very tired, hungover and on a come down, I still thought a handkerchief, monogrammed or otherwise, even if I scrunch it up and it stays there, a hanky's not going to make a bullet ricochet into a tree, is it? That is the last thing that's going to happen. Now, give me a cheer if you've been paintballing. A few of you, then you'll realise it's the most macho environment known to man. The instructor was incredible. He stood there, he was like, "Okay, listen up, guys. Welcome to paintballing. You are about to enter a zone. And that zone is called conflict." Listen up, bit of advice. You get shot with a paintball in the cheekbone, it will blind you. If you get shot in the eyeball, it will kill you. So visors on at all times. This is Delta Force 1, people. Infantrisant. Now, I was at two main disadvantages, okay? Disadvantage number one. I'd forgotten my wallet. I had no money, and my friends are bastards. Which meant that I couldn't afford to buy any bullets. So my gun, because I will give you the gun, was totally redundant. It was pointless. It was weighing me down more than anything. At one stage, I considered using the butt, but that is not really what paintballing is all about. Disadvantage number two. It was raining. Because of my tiredness and my come down and my hangover, I was crying. Which meant that my visor had steamed up, so I had visibility of about 0.5 centimetre between the sort of surface of my eyeball and the inside of the goggle, and there were no enemy troops in there. So to recap, I haven't got any bullets, and I'm blind. Let's go paintballing! Now the first game started, I was like, oh God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Hang on, you're not stupid. You got three A-levels excluding general studies and you've read Andy McNabb. What would Andy McNabb do? What would Andy McNabb do? And I did what Andy McNabb would do. I found myself a little nook. And I sat in my nook, cradling my totally pointless, redundant gun, just rocking very gently back and forth, trying my best to look at the positives. I was thinking, oh, it's all right, this, if I'm here for long enough, my body heat will warm up the nook, and then I can have a nice, warm, cosy nook, and people might be jealous of my nook, and they'll come and visit me in my nook, and then I can have a welcome mat inside my nook, and then I can go home, eat a tuna pasta bake, and kill myself. That was the way I was looking at it. And there was a girl, she didn't want to go paintballing either, right, but she was clever. She must have read Andy McNabb, because she found herself a cranny. And she was in her cranny and I was in my nook, and we bonded in a way that only two people who've gone paintballing against their will can bond. And I fell in love with her because of my come down and my tiredness, but then she let me down. She let me down by going to say hello to her boyfriend. Now, I'm not a sexist, I'm not a chauvinist, but I will say this. Beth, that's what the girl was called. She went over to say hello to her boyfriend and she was running like a girl, okay? Andy, ooh, Andy, ooh, clearly forgetting that she is in a theatre of war. She's team A. There's a team B sniper in the trees. He's clocked her. She's a target. She got shot. She went down. Get this, Bethan, right? She took a paintball. She got shot in the throat. Okay? In the windpipe. So she starts having a panic attack. Meanwhile, I'm still in my nook going, this isn't Vietnam, this isn't Vietnam, this isn't Vietnam, it's not even Cardiff, it's Llantrisant, this isn't Vietnam, I don't even know if there's a train station in Llantrisant, this isn't Vietnam. But she's not getting any better, so I thought, right, I need to go and save her. And I momentarily forgot that I was in a theatre of war, right? And I ran across, right? But it's the same team B sniping the trees, I'm team A, right? He clocked me, I was a target, I got shot, and I went down. Get this, I took a bullet, I took a paintball in the mouth, okay? I was so disorientated because of the come down, I thought I'd stood on like a Crown Paints landmine. I was like, what the fuck? How have they managed to get paint inside me? This is mental! It's meant to be recreational, it's at the Falklands, what's going on? Right? No, I never did St John's Ambulance, I never did Cubs, but I don't think the best way to stop a total stranger from having a panic attack is just to lean over them with a gun and go, please get better! How have I got paint on my tongue? It was going on in her visor, she was crying, I was crying, there was a lot of crying, okay? But they take it so seriously. The marshal came up to me and was like, Team B are out flanking the gullies, what are you going to do about it? And I just went, I'm so tired. I don't even know what Team B's problem with Team A is. I went out on a Friday night, I took some drugs by mistake, which I profoundly regret, and now I'm being shot at, and I can't defend myself, and I'm tired, and it's raining, and my visor's on too tight, so my eyelashes are acting like mini little windscreen wipers, which is exceptionally painful, and I just want it all to stop. He was like, they're all flanking you! And I was like, I don't know what you want from me! Now, I think I went a little bit mental, okay? Because I fully expected to be home by noon so that I could watch Football Focus. No. You're not even home in time for match of the day. Paintballing lasts about 18 hours, right? It's worse than actual war. However, at about 11:30 during Game 5, from somewhere, I managed to get hold of a Stanley knife. And believe you me, one thing I learned was that members of Team B will give you a flag if they think they're going to get stabbed up. Give it a flag! Give it a flag! The marshal was like, I'm the marshal. I've got a kid, my wife is pregnant, put the knife down, mate. I was like, give me the flag! Oh my... Give me the flag, and I want a certificate that says the word winner on it! He's like, give me the flag. I was like, the paintballing, stop! I'm not going to lie to you. I have got a lifetime ban from Llantrissan Paintballing Centre. For swearing, it's incredible, isn't it? I should look at a bigger picture. Now, listen, that's it from me. You've been absolutely wonderful. My name's Elis James. Thank you very much. Cheers. Good night.